And another thing I like about practice is the work ethic piece for our kids. See, our kids from a very young age, they're going to tell you, Dad, I can't do it. Or Mom is just too hard, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in those moments are the times that we have to build up their confidence and say, look, if you work hard enough, you continue to work hard at this, you're going to get better. And you're going to be able to achieve that goal you want to. So then when they see that for the first time, that I put the work in and this is the result that I got, I was able to accomplish my goal. I think that is like when the light bulb comes on for kids.
Yeah.
And you can constantly build on that into adulthood. I had a story about a guy I played ball with, and he was a pretty good player. I think physically, he outmatched a lot of people that he played. And he was able to, you know, accomplish a lot of things, you know, as far as accolades or whatever. But in him, he did just enough to beat everybody else. So you were physically better than everybody. You had the your ability was, you know, past everybody that you played.
Mm-hmm.
Physically, you were bigger than everybody that you played, right? But your mental was, I'm just gonna do enough just to get by. And I remember one time talking to the guy, and he was just saying, like, yeah, everybody says that you got to do this and you got to do that, and it don't take all that. Like, I just take this amount of time and I put it toward my craft, and look what I can do, pretty much, what he was saying.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't think too much about it then as a kid, but then I saw the progression of him as an athlete, and I saw that he never reached his potential. He got to great heights. I wouldn't say great heights, but I'm saying he accomplished certain goals.
Mm-hmm.
But he just never, you know, really lived up to that expectation that I think he had for himself and what everybody else saw that he should have accomplished. I think he fell short on that, and I think it was just simply because he didn't have a grasp on work ethic, and he didn't have a grasp on the God-given ability that he had, that if I just give 100% into this, there's no limit on what I can do.
Right.
I think he just felt like, you know, I'm good now, and, you know, everybody's going to come try and recruit me or whatever, and I'm just going to be good. And the people never came. I think that was a part of the reason, was that whole work ethic piece.
Yeah. So you saying that this guy, he lacked work ethic, is what you're saying?
Yeah. So I don't think he really honed his skills the way he could have.
Yeah.
I don't think he practiced hard enough, you know, and I feel like that really affected him.
So let me ask you a question. Let's say you got it. I know you've done coaching before. Mm-hmm. What do you say to a kid? And, you know, I think coaching in sports, a lot of times you're giving life lessons to these young ones, right?
Yeah.
And so what do you say to a kid who does not have that work ethic, but they have all the skills and all the talent, and they may be what you would call a gamer, you know? And I know, you know, I led off, I was talking about Allen Iverson. Now, Allen Iverson didn't get to those heights because he didn't practice. Yeah. We all know the story behind, you know, most of us know the story behind that whole rant or whatever.
Yeah.
But, you know, so what would your advice be to a kid if you're coaching a kid and he has all the tools and he would consider himself a gamer, but maybe that work ethic isn't there? What would you say to that?
I think, like, me and you have talked about this before, but I feel like a lot of it is goal oriented. Like, you need to know where you're at, where you've came from, and you definitely need to know where you're going or where you're trying to go.
Right.
And once a player really finds out where they're trying to go, and this pertains to everybody in life. This is even outside of sports.
Exactly.
If you know where you want to be at in life and you know what you want to do in life, then your steps are already in front of you. So the question then is, am I taking the proper steps that I need to take to be at that level one day?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's one of the easiest ways to help a player, is saying, really, what do you want out of this? Because if you just want to play and have a good time, then what you're doing is okay. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to go to college and you want to get a scholarship, or you want to go to the NFL or the NBA or Major League Baseball, or if you want to be a lawyer, if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be a CEO of a big company, if you want to be a teacher, if you want to be a dentist, if you want to be a dental hygienist, whatever the case is, whatever you want to do in life, you got to know where you want to go and say, hey, the work that I'm putting in right now, is that going to get me where I need to be?
Yeah. But you got to put in the work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's like, man, all through life, you're practicing.
Yeah.
You're practicing.
Yeah.
You're practicing every day. If you have a mindset to really be where you want to be, you're just practicing all the time. We don't look at it. Sometimes we just putting the work in, we're working hard, but you're practicing. You're practicing your craft. You're getting better. You're trying to get to where you want to be in life. And I feel like once you really realize where you want to be at in life, then you're gonna put the work in. I mean, right. If you want to be a music Mongol, if you want to be like Dame Dash or P. Diddy, whoever it is, don't you think you need to research what those guys did before you?
Exactly right.
Don't you think you need to know, okay, music is right here, right now, but where is music going to be at in the next 10 years? Where is it trending to? Mm-hmm. Don't you need to learn the whole structure of the music industry? So when you're doing all that research and stuff, I look at that as practice to me. You're practicing.
Yeah.
Because that's what you're going to eat and sleep that stuff all day long. Because I know like with the goals I have right now, research is probably number one thing that I'm invested in right now, is research. Research. And a lot of times it's hearing the same things over and over and over again.
Right.
It's like people like Kobe Bryant going to the gym and shooting 1,000 jumpers in a day. I'm going through that process every single time, over and over and over again until I perfect it. So that's why I feel like with us as fathers and being the head of household, that's what we're focusing on when we're legacy building, is hearing valuable information over and over and over. And if you are, I'm just going to say it like this. If you're the head of household and you saying, hey, I want to have my family in a great position one day. I want to leave behind wealth to my family. I want to have a legacy with my family, right? But every time you go on YouTube, you're trying to find something that's funny. You always want to listen to something that makes you feel good. Mm-hmm. Something that makes you laugh. And you see, that stuff is just a distraction. Yeah, we all need to laugh, and I'm not trying to be that get off my lawn type of dude. We all do. We all like to laugh. We all like to see things that are funny. Yeah. But if that's right, the bulk of your information that you're consuming, or the bulk of your information is nothing but ratchet stuff, is this stuff building you up? Is this stuff helping you become a better person? Is this type of stuff helping you take the correct steps that you need to take to get to where you want to be? The question is no. It is a distraction to keep you where you're at.